This is Roger with Crosscut in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck as a 2009 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD. That's a 3/4 ton, 4-door extra cab. It has 109,497 miles, low miles for this truck. It has a 6.6 liter turbo diesel, Duramax. Has the Allison 6-speed automatic transmission, famous transmission. It's the work truck trim level. It was a theft recovery purchased directly from Travelers Indemnity. And it was in Texas, bought it in San Antonio, and it's a hell of a truck. We're still waiting on a rear view mirror. They stole the rear view mirror in the back seat. I've got the rear view mirror ordered. I'm hoping it's the correct one. The back seat, it's a gray vinyl seat. I used to be able to find them like 40 on a page at eBay. Now I can't find one. So we're selling it without it. When you find one, they're about 200 bucks. So there you go. I'm gonna walk through this truck. What do we have to do to it? The driver rear wheel had a big gouge in the tire, and I believe that the tire monitor is bad in it. I don't do tire monitors either. This is kind of one of those where if I start putting stuff on, I'll check build it and I'll make it more expensive, and that's not what this truck needs. It runs and drives great, really great. Ice cold air, great work truck. Cosmetically on the exterior, the only thing it's got is it's got the typical beginning of the peeling paint. And the reason I didn't put touch-up paint in there is when you put touch-up paint in there, it makes it peel more. You need to paint the whole hood or it gets terrible. So that's how they work. I'm not really sure why. Or buy another white hood from a salvage yard and put it on there, but that hood will probably peel too. So you need to get a later model hood. That's what they do. What else? The other 4 tires, the driver rear is brand new. The other 4 tires probably had 70-80% tread. I did have it in the air, pressure sprayed it, looked around. It looks fantastic. I think that this thing was babied a lot before it was stolen, and then they, screwed up took the back seat, broke that wheel, and put a big gouge in that wheel so it wasn't safe. Weren't very nice to it. But based on the condition of this body and the paint in general, aside from that peeling paint on the hood, it looks great. I mean, very, very strong looking truck. Cosmetically, compared to all the trucks I buy, if a perfect truck's a 10, I would say cosmetically this is a solid 7.5 or 8. And it's a work truck, so who really cares what it looks like? But interesting. Look at the bed. It's like nobody's ever put anything in this bed. There's no dents or anything. It's kind of crazy. All right, so unlocked, locked. Okay, boom. I'm gonna fire this guy up. There we go. Don't have to get the glow plugs going. They're already going. So you get this tire monitor deal, and it's for that left rear wheel. 109,510 miles. And when they flash, it's because the battery's bad. So it probably needs a battery in the sensor in the driver rear. The reason I don't do those is the reason I don't do backup sensors either. I just can't stand them. Like, we did fine without them, and you'll fix them and then another one will go bad. It's annoying. So anyway, here's the receipt from R&G Tires, 250 bucks, 248.95 for that one tire. Here's the auto check, which is the vehicle history choice of Mannheim Auto Auctions, so we use it. There's your VIN. It's a 92 out of 69 with 84 being above average, so this is a 92, that's good. No major title problems. There's your theft record right here. San Antonio, and then 2/1 of 22 it was stolen, and then the insurance company obviously got this title that we currently have on 7/21 of 22, and we'll look at the title for 7/21 of 22. Bang, date issued. Texas, that's a Texas clear title. There's your VIN, Travelers. They signed it off to us, and that's that. Okay? go under the hood here. Not much to look at. Just a nice Duramax motor, but there you go. Just came back from detail. There you go. Look at the floors. Nothing under the mats or anything. The seats look great. They unplugged. The plug for the rearview mirror is tucked up in there. I just didn't want it swinging around in my way while I'm driving. A little bit of damage to the front of the headliner, but hopefully the rearview mirror I ordered is correct and it plugs in and we're done. All right. About a 50% chance because they have like 9 million different choices for rearview mirrors. I mean, eventually we'll get it right. So, and there's your stolen seat. They were nice. They left the female ends of the seat belts and everything. You just put it over here, bolt it down, and you're done. Just got to find one. I didn't want to put a leather one in because that's $500. I gotta, and it won't match that anyway. So I think patience, and we'll just sell around it. We'll give you the price, and you can find one eventually on your time. And a lot of people buy these trucks and don't want the seat in there. They want to put a truck box in there or something for storage. You know, a lot of space. You can put your tools back there instead of in the bed. There's your roof. All right, let's get some air conditioning. Swamp in Tucson right now. Oh, that AC is gorgeous. Get a seatbelt on here. Yeah, the seatbelt, I mean the AC is beautiful. Oh man, it's freaking, in fact, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit here. It's not nice and muggy, about 100 and about 50% humidity. It's gonna rain again tonight, this afternoon, probably around 5. All right, so AC works great, that I can promise, because I'm enjoying it.
¿Usted no le crea?
There's your radio, CD player. There's tow, on and off, right? You've got, there's your cruise control here. It does have tilt, but they broke this column cover off. I put it back on. It actually snapped together pretty easily. But when they did that, they stole the, or they broke off the lever. Believe it or not, they don't sell a lever. You have to buy a whole column. So I'm like, it's a work truck. We don't need that. But if you want to tilt it, honestly, a screwdriver and pull it towards you and it goes up and down just fine. It's not broken, it just needs a lever. And they won't sell it without selling me a $1,200 column, which is stupid. I'm obviously not doing that. And it doesn't need it. Steering wheel's in a good place. You know, if you want to move it, just put a screwdriver in there, pull it towards you, up and down, whatever. All right, let me get out of here and we'll explain how this works. All right. If you come to Tucson to drive this truck home, you'll pay the following. You'll pay your state tax rate, whatever that is, plus our city tax of 2.7% and a $250 dock fee. This is reverse. I don't know if you did reverse already, but there you go. All right. So it's your state tax plus our city of 2.7% and a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship this truck out of state, all you pay is agreed upon price. There's no tax, there's no dock fee, there's nothing. Once we receive full payment, we'll fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address. We will sign it off to you. We will scan it into your online file and we will mail it to you. We would scan in the envelope we mail it in, so you'll be able to see all the paperwork immediately. Obviously, it'll get to your house in 2 or 3 days by mail, and you'll have the vehicle shipped to you. Once the truck shows up, you will take it and the title you got from the mailbox and go get plates. It's very simple. If you need help with shipping, please let me know early in the transaction. I can do it all for you. Or I could just give you some phone numbers, or you're welcome to do it yourself. But obviously we want our buyers to have their vehicles quickly, okay? It's not cool to pay a bunch of money and just wait and wait and wait. So the sooner I can get on it, the better, okay? Deposit's $500. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until then, it will stay for sale, so get your deposit in. This truck is solid. I mean, I drive these diesel trucks all day, every day. And when they're not fun, I'll say it. And when they are fun, I'll say it. and when they're just a good truck, I'll say that too. This falls under the column of just a good truck. Not super cool, but very straight. The stuff that needs to work, the AC, the transmission, the motor, work fabulously. Doesn't need tires. It needs that badly. Obviously, you can't drive without a rearview mirror, or I am, but not a good idea. And I wouldn't do anything about the other stuff. I mean, unless you need a back seat, just keep waiting for Craigslist or something to pop up. Then you just drop it on those bolts and screw them down. I can't believe I can't find one. I mean, they used to be like everywhere. But I suspect it's because people are not driving as much and totaling their cars. So they're not ending up at wrecking yards and salvage yards. And they're probably not producing them new either because there's such a problem with production now. So it's something we're just gonna have to wait on, I guess. You know, I suppose I could pay $1 zillion to Chevy and get one. I think that they wanted like $1,300 or $1,400 for the seat. It's just a vinyl extra cab seat, gray vinyl extra cab seat, and I'm not paying 4 digits for that, and neither should you. All right, we're on a little smoother pavement now. We're off the potholes. This thing runs absolutely great. Very solid running truck. The previous owner of this truck obviously didn't use it as a truck very often because there's no dings at all in the bed. I didn't see much work use on the tow hitch either, so I'm not really sure why he owned it. And you know, for a Texas truck to only have 109,000 miles and be an 09, he didn't drive it very much. So a lot of good stuff going on here. If you just want a truck to, you know, you can put a big, you know, work bed in it. You can do a lot of stuff with this truck. Anyway, let's see, windshield wipers. Yep, there you go. Very nice truck. Anyway, last part of every video I say this: we don't have salesmen, we don't have bottled water with our name on it, we don't have you know, a fancy location. You saw where we came from, the huge potholes, terrible road. Get a nice vibration test when we drive down the road when we leave. We have barbed wire and razor wire and night vision cameras because we have crackheads in the neighborhood. The cops love us, so they spend a lot of time in our front yard. So the crackheads leave us alone. But we only pay $1 a year for our property. Our uncle owns it, so we don't have the overhead that the auto mall has. We don't have the salesman. We don't have the attendant serving scones and lattes or the game room or any of that crap. So when you're buying from us, you're not buying from somebody who's already thousands in the hole before they even own the truck, right? They also know at the auto mall that if they sell you this truck for a fortune, which is what it's going to take over there, and something breaks, you're going to bring it in and say fix it. And because you paid so much for it at the auto mall, you are going to be entitled to have it fixed. Well, you're paying a lot less with us, and the only caveat to buying from us is that you fix your truck when it breaks, regardless of when you buy it. Look at that pothole. That must happen last night. I mean, we're basically four-wheeling down our pathetic street here. I bet you can't guess which party runs Tucson. It's not the same party that runs Scottsdale. That's why I'm four-wheeling down my street. Ugh, Lord. Sorry if you're in the wrong party, but yeah, it's amazing the difference between Tucson and Scottsdale. They have rubberized roads with no potholes, and we're four-wheeling to work. You know, even on our interstates here suck. Anyway, enough bitching. Hell of a truck, but just know that the way we operate is there's 2 of us here. We have a lot to do. We give you all the money saved up front. If you want to, you know, come to negotiate a price and then, you know, throw $2,500 in for a 6-month warranty, you're on. We'll give that to you. Maybe even less for a 6-month warranty, because this thing is solid. But, you know, given the situation that we're in here with this truck, which is we're going to be selling this thing to you thousands cheaper than they could even dream about selling it to you for, use that money that you're saving to fix it, because there's not a single vehicle in our inventory, none, that aren't going to break. Every one of these vehicles will break. It's really when. Will it break in 10 years or in 10 minutes? We don't know. What we know now is what we have. We have a great truck, and it's super straight, super clean too. I really like this truck. I think that's about it. Thank you for your time.